Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Raymond's podcast. I'm your host, Raymond Sanchez, and I hope everybody doing fantastic. Um, Actually, yesterday, the 17th, I did an episode and I uploaded. But sadly, I noticed that the sound quality was not good. It sounded really rough, it didn't sound good. And I noticed that when I was using my software recording audio program, it was because I was using the mic's computer, not my microphone that I have. I don't know what how that happens, but I just fixed it and I hope it sounds great right now. Anyway, so sadly I had to delete that episode, but it happens to the best of us, ain't it? So I'm gonna be talking once again what happened the last episode. Well, not the last episode, the episode that I deleted it, and re-talking once again and adding more cool stuff. So yeah, so actually, I hope for the couple next episode. I don't think by the next episode I'm gonna do it, but I just figured out how to put background music, and man, I'm hooked. As well, I want to put an intro and an outro so you guys can hear some of that good music. I'm figuring it out what type of music to put in because obviously I don't want to get no copyright. I don't know what I have. I want no problems. So I'm trying to figure out what type of perfect no copyright music I can use. I love jazz. I want to put something chill in the background so you guys can be chill, listen to me and talking to you guys. So I just want something chill and nice. So once I figure out what type of songs to put, and as well figuring out what intro and outro, man, it's gonna be amazing. So at the given moment, this couple episodes probably is just gonna be standard, like you guys heard the previous ones. So just stay tuned, guys. That soon I will give you guys that background music that I'm pretty excited to work on. Anyways, and what I want to talk to you guys is me exploring Puerto Rico. So I love exploring that I said in the last episode. I love exploring. And actually, I found some abandoned mansion and abandoned neighborhood as well as you can say it's an abandoned mansion. I call it abandoned mansion because for me, since I was a kid, I believe it was a mansion. So I'm gonna call it a mansion even though it's not. So I'm gonna be talking about those journeys. And yeah, let's begin. So guys, so I love exploring in all means necessary. Nature, anything that is old places, anything that's being abandoned, just exploring in general. I love it when the bottom of my heart is really interesting. It's just fascinating. I love it. So actually, in my neighborhood, we have three entrances: the front and two in the back. The two at the back are basically really close, just a little bit stretch, and it's the same. You can say the same entrance. It doesn't matter. Anyways, in the back, actually, there's an abandoned home since I was a kid, or since I can remember. It was abandoned. And it looks amazing how it looks from, going through the road. But I never could go inside or never think about going inside of that house before. So one day, I decided, you know what? Fuck it. I want to go to that not apartment, sorry. I'm saying apartment a lot lately because I'm thinking about a lot of the things to get to my apartment, so I apologize. I want to enter to that house. I want to enter to that house to see what it had to offer. So one day, me and my friends, Jogi Lelo, shout out to them, love you guys. I tell them, hey man, there's an abandoned house back in my neighborhood. Let's explore it. And I know we're not gonna regret this. And they said, fuck yeah, let's do it. We were actually high as shit because we had the pen. And man, we were high as shit. So we just was perfect. It was meant to be. So we went to the house. We got through the gate and we entered, man. And it was just how I imagined. It was just perfect. Man, me and Jogi were screaming, just giving high fives. While we were like, yes, 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 come on, we cannot believe we did it. And I was just so excited that we did it, man. And Lelo as well. Sorry, I started speaking Spanish in a minute right there. Lelo as well was really excited. Oh man, it was just amazing. So sadly, the to enter inside of the house, it was locked. We couldn't go inside, and that was a little bit of a bummer. But we were happy that we could explore the entire land. Actually, the land is pretty big, like pretty big for the house. So sadly, the entire land is covered by nature. Nature has ate it, all of it. It's not completely gone, but just nature ate all of it, and that sucks. But an amazing thing about that house is that it had a swimming pool, a cement swimming pool that was big, just amazing. Obviously, throughout the years, it's really old and all cracked up, and it was all in fucked up. But it looked amazing in my eyes, even though it had water and grass growing inside of the pool. It looked fantastic in my eyes, and was just amazing. I didn't believe there was actually a pool in that house. So the house actually is not a mansion. It's just one floor house, but it looks pretty big. It's not the biggest, but eh. But for me, it's a mansion, and I'm sticking with the mansion because for me as a kid, I thought it was a mansion, so I'm sticking with it. So that's what I believe, in my opinion. So it was amazing. Me and my friends, we were just exploring it, seeing all the land. And it was just cool. And plus hitting that pen, oh man, we were just super high, just vibing. Uh, I did a little prank as well with them. So Letta went out to pee. Jogi started wandering around, and I had the pen on me because every time we hit the pen, we switch. Like, hey, take a hit, and one of us just stay with the pen, or the owner stay with the pen, just to stay with it and just to hold it because we were exploring. Anyways, I had the pen at the time, and I hit it, and I was like, all right, cool. So I was looking at the pool, and I actually grabbed like a little stone from the pool that was all cracked. So I wrapped like the rock, and actually I weighted through my right hand and left hand. It actually is almost exactly same weight, right? And while Lelo was peeing and Yogi was wandering around, I put the pen on my pocket. I put the pen on my pocket, right? I put the pen on my pocket, and I dropped the rock on the water, but I make it drop on the water of the pool that it sounded realistic that the pen actually fell. So I dropped the pen and actually fell in the water, and I said, "Oh no, the pen! I cannot believe I dropped the pen." And man, I scared Lelo's Pete off. Joggy just looked at me like, "What the fuck, Ray Ray?" They was just like, we cannot believe this just happened. There's no way you dropped the pen, Ray Ray. And they were just in shock, like, what the fuck? Why? Why they had to fucking the pen fell off? And we were just they were in shock. And I was just dead ass serious and just sad. Like, I cannot believe I acted so well right there. And they were just they couldn't believe it, man. And I was like, God, Lelo, I'm sorry, man, because Lelo was the owner. I said, Lelo, I'm sorry, man. I dropped the pen, man. It was not my intention. And you just can see the full disappointment in Jogi's Lelo's face, like, fuck. And Lelo tells me, well, man, it is what it is. It happens, Just, hey, it be like that. You can just see the full disappointment and sadness in their eye because they lost their pen. It was full, though, too. It was not almost empty or nothing. Could be acceptable, but now it was full. And I said, yeah, man, I'm sorry. And I just got it out of my pocket and I hit the pen. But yeah, man, I dropped the pen. And man, they just look in my face like, Ray, don't do shit like that, man. She just fucked up our high. And we started laughing and we couldn't stop talking about it. It was an amazing prank that I pulled on them. and we were just laughing, having our jokes, and it was amazing that little prank that I did on them, and I love it. I still cannot forget their faces or joking, going at me like saying, "What the fuck, Raymond?" It was hilarious. It was pretty funny. So anyway, so after that, we just decided to get out because we're gonna enter the house. The house was locked, so we trying to open it, trying everything, and there was nothing we can do. So we decided, let's get out of here and just continue our adventure that we have from ourselves. So at the time that I was in college, I decided, okay, I'm going to that fucking apartment. So before going to college, I grab a hammer and I grab a flat screwdriver and a big one, so it could actually break the the locks. So I decided, okay, let's do this. So once I got out of college, I don't remember what time I got out, like at 2 or 3. It was about noon. I know it was noon, but I don't remember what time. So we got out. Well, I got out because I was by myself, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna go to that apartment mansion. And guys, I went there and I broke the seal. Not the seal, the lock. I broke the lock and I started exploring inside of the house. And guys, it was completely worth it. The house inside was like, it was not the biggest, but it was comfortable. It was actually comfortable. It had 3 rooms, the master bedroom, and 2 other rooms that they were just small. It was just comfortable. It was literally comfortable. So I decided to just explore around, see what I had to offer, and it looked amazing. And I fell in love with the mansion, and I wish I could live there. Anyway, so when I started looking, I went to one of the rooms, and actually, when I saw the closet, the closet, because in the layers, so you can put the clothes and stuff like that. Actually, has some. It was made of wood, so it has some carvings into it. I guess from people going in there or people that I used to live there. I don't think so. I think that people went inside of the house. Actually, it's had a date from the 1980 and 1990 from the same person. I guess it was named Pepe and Pepe Jr. And it was amazing in my eyes that seeing that, and I couldn't believe it. So as well, in that same room, guys, I'm not lying, there was a floppy disk. There was a freaking floppy disk. All right. So once I grabbed the floppy disk, and to this day I still have the floppy disk. I have it right here. It's on my room. Once I have a floppy disk reader, I'm gonna see what it has, inside of the floppy disk. I hope it has some type of information, who lived there, or some memories, or something, just some type of information. I feel like it's just a 90% chance that it's empty, but I have a great feeling that it has some information. I'm gonna buy the floppy disk. I think it costs like $20. It's not that expensive, so I'm gonna buy it from Amazon and just hook it up on my computer and see what it had to offer. There's the problem is I wish I can have go to somebody's place and if they have a floppy disk, but man, that shit old. Doesn't exist no more. That's something from the past. So there's no computers or nobody has a floppy disk that I know of. A floppy disk reader. Anyways, so I explore the house, then I show it back to Lelo and Yogi, and they love it. They fell in love with. We started exploring. It was just amazing, and as well as something interesting. This is in my eyes. This is what I believe. I may be 100% wrong, but I believe that house was from a drug dealer, or drug lord, or something, because back in the 80s or 70s, because that house looks more than 20 or 30 years old, abandoned. It looks like that. It looks like they haven't put no detail, no, nobody has touched it for a really long time. It looks like more than 30 years, actually. Yeah, it's actually more than 30 or 40 years nobody has touched that apartment. You know what? 40. Yeah, because if it was 30, it was from the 90s. And actually, it looks like from the 90s, it was still abandoned. So I'm going to say 40 to 45 years abandoned, just stuck in that just stuck right there and nobody taking care of it. So I believe it was from a drug dealer back in the day, because just the aesthetic, it looks like it was like from a drug lord just chilling, have wanted to have a nice little pool, a basic home, and just enjoy. Because as well as the driveway, it was covered, the entire driveway, it was covered by palm trees, and it looks great, even though it's covered all by nature. Doesn't look clean no more, but you can see the palm trees, and it is amazing. So that's pretty much the entire house. That's pretty much. After that, I actually went a couple more times, like 5 or 6 times. I invited more friends. I invited Alexander. I don't think nobody else came to the house that I know of. If I forgot about somebody, I'm sorry. After that, I got hooked. I wanted to explore more, to see what nature or Puerto Rico had to offer in general, to see any abandoned houses, any abandoned mansions, any abandoned anything, or just I wanted to explore. I just wanted to see the old days, or just see nature, to be honest. That's all I wanted to do. So one day, actually, a simple way for me and a hard way as well, because you cannot tell in Google Maps. So I was searching in Google Maps or Apple Maps, exploring my area, because it's simple. Where I live, I just explore my surroundings. If just something abandoned or something in general interesting that I can go for myself and just go. And the problem was that one day I was searching and I couldn't find nothing. I was not bumped out because it was a high chance that was going to happen. But by mistake, guys. This was actually by mistake. I stopped a tongue. Messed up a tongue. I actually, by mistake, something, I don't know what happened with my phone, but I searched, I did a zoom to something by mistake. I was not supposed to do. And I saw this area, and I saw something green, but it was not fully green like the rest of the map. And I did a little bit more zoom. Guys, I'm not lying. I literally found an abandoned mansion. It's not like the other house that I say is a mansion, but it's a little house with a pool. No, guys, this is literally a big ass mansion. Not a big, but a big mansion. The next day, no, the exact same day, yes, I remember the exact same day I decided, you know what? I'm gonna explore this. I got everything ready. I put some long pants, some shoes, a long shirt just in case, because it looked like it was surrounded by nature. Nature has taken over. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see what I had to offer. So I went there, and the good thing, guys, it was not that far. Actually, I live in Mayagüez, right? No, I used to live in Mayagüez. Actually, it was in Cabo Rojo, the same place as there was the juvenile prison. So, actually, it was an 8-minute drive, or 10 or 8-minute drive. So it was not far. It was just meant to be. Fuck. So I went there, and guys, the mansion actually was abandoned by another houses that was in mansions. So it was like a neighborhood filled with mansions, and that mansion was abandoned. So it was amazing. So I went there, right? The good thing, I didn't look sketchy. The good thing is, like, the mansion was like in a part where not too many cars went, and didn't look where I park, it didn't look sus or nothing. So it was pretty cool, actually. It's hard to explain it, but the good thing is that the neighbors that were there, they didn't mind, or they was just living their rich life, that ass. So I went inside of that house, and guys, it was actually covered by nature. Nature has literally taken over. Street growing through the driveway, everything. The back of the house. The only thing that is still just intact is the structure of the house, but the inside as well is cool. But anyways, even though that was covered by nature, it looked beautiful. The house, it looks beautiful. I was actually 70% finished. It was almost done, guys. Literally only like 5 or 6 months of working on the house, and it was complete. Actually, it was complete. It had, man, I'm a little bit stressed out that so close, but it just failed. Actually, everything was still inside of the house, not fully installed, but all the material, windows, doors, everything was inside of the house. So let me keep explaining. So I was by myself with a blunt, because I said I had to smoke while I'm fucking seeing this mansion. So I was smoking a blunt, and actually I explored the entire house in the back. Even though the backyard was a little bit cursed because there was a lot of iguanas, they didn't do nothing to me because they just get scared of you. They ran off. They don't do nothing. But there were just a lot of iguanas and trees over and everything. So guys, the driveway, it was fantastic. It was really big and beautiful, even though it was covered by nature and trees. Actually, the floor were made out of stone. If I think that's the material, but it was a really expensive material that it had the entire driveway. The back of the house, it had a big swimming pool, super rich, super fucking nice. It had a half court basketball. It had a half court basketball court. I have a little mini bar. What else did I have? Yeah, that's pretty much it. A mini bar, a half basketball court, and a big swimming pool that looks so good, man, super good. And I started exploring everything, and I went to one to the bathroom to see how they look. The bathrooms were, by the way, pretty. And the bathroom actually, they had a date, and the date says 2009. I think it was November, if I'm not mistaken, November or October. I think it was November. I'm not sure. Anyways, to that time actually happened the economic crisis by 2008 and 9, if I'm not mistaken, that actually affect everything. Buying houses, affect anything that it had to do with, obviously, with money. So that house was one of the houses that got effective. And the house was never finished. Actually, while I was looking at it, in my eyes, it looked like this. So I'm just pretending to be like the co-workers and the boss. So the boss, is saying, hey guys, we're having the owners having trouble with money and everything, but we're gonna leave everything how it is. And 1 week, next week, or 2 weeks, we're gonna come back and finish our job. So just grab your tools and see you guys next week. Next week. And they never came back. That's exactly how that mansion looks. They say they're gonna come back next week, but they never did, and it got forgotten. The bank, I don't know if bought it back or something. I don't know what happened, but all I know that nature has taken over, and it's impossible to bring back, because it's better off just demolishing the entire house rather than just remodel it. It's just impossible, because just the driveway is all broken down. The back of the house is all broken down either as well, because the trees, I know all the roots on the trees went across the pool. It's just a mess. It's better off just rebuilding it, just demolishing it, just rebuilding it, or just leave it there and how it is. Actually, when I went there, I came there like 3 or 4 more times, and I invited all my friends just to see the mansion. And we eat pizza there. We were chilling, and we were just amazed and how it looked. Actually, man, I told to Alexander, man, if just in 10 years, nature just taking over this mansion with ease, just only 10 years, imagine what was going to happen in another 10 years. This time was going to be gone. It will be impossible to the house to come back to life. And I believe that's going to happen. I hope when I came back to Puerto Rico, I can go to that mansions and look it up. But I believe once I came back, it's going to be gone. It's just going to be impossible for me just to go through the driveway or something. But yeah, that was that mansion, man. So after that, like I said, I was hooked. I wanted to find more. I wanted to find abandoned stuff. So after that, I decided to just drive around the west side from Puerto Rico, and that's what I did. I started driving a lot of places. It was cursed, not in the sense bad people, but just the roads. It was cursed, man. The roads were cursed. But after that, everything was just chill, super comfortable, and looking how beautiful nature looks. Man, it was amazing. So one day, from not Bayamon, sorry, from San Germán, the place that said about the river, El Charco El Pilón, that same town, I found like something weird in the structure, like a house that was in a driveway that looked weird. So I did the zoom, and guys, I found an abandoned neighborhood. Yes, a fucking abandoned neighborhood. And I was like, what? I believe that. I don't remember if it was the exact same day or the next day that I went there. All I know, I just went there. And guys, so it was actually a gated neighborhood. I believe happened the same thing as the mansion that I just mentioned. The economic crisis happened and the neighborhood got fucked up. But actually, I went there, and man, that gated community, it looks amazing. Only had the entrance, the front entrance, and two houses. And actually, not the carving, the how do I say it? The fuck. Had the entrance, the two houses, and the path. Yeah, the pathway all already up to to start building the other houses. There was actually no roads, actually just the path, and just ready to begin work. They have only started with the front and one house on the left and one house on the right. That's pretty much it. And actually the driveway, not the driveway, the entrance of the gated neighborhood actually looks pretty nice. It looked pretty nice. It looks like it was abandoned like 5 or 10 years ago. It looks like it had some 10 years, but it was not consumed by nature like the other two houses. It looks like the land it was just covered all of grass, a couple of trees, but not much. So guys, I went inside and was so worth it. The path where the trucks came and destroyed all that land just to make it flat and ready for the houses. Nature regrow. They didn't take it over. It was not overpopulated by trees and long grass. No, it was short and beautiful path. Just really long. Man, it looked fantastic. I don't know why they didn't ever take a picture. But man, it was beautiful. To this day, I still cannot, I still imagine it, how it looks. I cannot forget about that place. So I decided to explore. The houses were not mansions. They were just regular one floor houses, basic stuff. It was nothing out of this world. So I look at the two houses. They were basic. They were actually all painted and finished though. Not gonna lie, they were actually completed. The only thing that they didn't have was just the doors and the windows. That's pretty much it that they didn't have, but the rest was just complete. And there was beautiful houses, pretty comfortable and nice houses. After that, I didn't invite my friends or nothing. I got out and I didn't came back. I don't know why I didn't came back. I think I had more stuff going on and I just haven't had the time to go there because it was pretty far actually. It was about 35 minutes long. So yeah, it was pretty far just to go there, just to be chilling there, in my opinion. But yeah, I have another mansion. Man, so actually I didn't find this mansion. Lelo did. So Lelo, he lives in a gated community. It's called Las Mansiones de Cabo Rojo. It's actually called the Mansions of Cabo Rojo. Actually, the houses are not mansions like you think. Just big houses, actually. Some of them are mansions, some of them don't. Just it's big houses in a really rich gated community from Cabo Rojo. It's pretty nice and beautiful. Man, just wonderful. As well as in the road next to it, There's like a little path that as well has it's not a gated community, but it's just a normal road, but as well has houses. And some of those houses are big mansions. And one of those big mansions is one big ass mansion that is actually abandoned, man. Actually, I don't know if this is accurate because I know Lelo told me, but it was so long ago I couldn't remember. Lelo told me that this house was actually from a doctor. I don't know if the doctor passed away or something, but all I know that the house was you know lost. It actually was abandoned, but actually the government cleans it up a little bit once in a while. I think they're just waiting for somebody to buy the mansion, but how it looks like it, they never did. It's a really big house, not entirely and really big, but has a lot of land, like a lot of land. Guys, it's fantastic. I just wish I can, guys, take you there. It was amazing. We just stayed there. We explored the house. We've been smoking, chilling there, just having fun. We went there a couple of times. Like with them, I went there like 6 times. I don't know if Lelo with Jogi and all the type of other friends that he had went to the mansion. I don't know, but I don't know. I know that I went there like 6 times with them because I never went alone though. Anyway, we were there chilling, having fun, and it was an amazing experience seeing that mansion. I didn't see other type of mansion after that, but it was really fun, man. It was really fun seeing, exploring all these mansions, this abandoned neighborhood, and I wish I can find more. I love exploring, man, and I hope I can. Here in the United States, I can find like an abandoned mansion, just go inside and just see how amazing United States has to offer of its past. But I know it's gonna be really difficult because I'm working, and as well as I have no time. So I hope I can figure something out and try it out. But yeah, that's pretty much it about me exploring, mansions and places. Actually, I've been exploring neighborhoods, going around, seeing the beauty that they, people make the structure. Even though it's some plain, boring neighborhoods, I love still exploring them. I just love exploring in general. If it's something from the past, something old, even better, man. Even better. So that's pretty much it, man. That's what I really want to talk about the mansions. Oh, I forgot to mention as well. This is out of topic. Barcelona won Sunday. No, it was Sunday or Tuesday. Let me check real quick. I believe it was Sunday. But anyway, Barcelona won La Supercopa de España. And guys, it was amazing. One of the greatest finals that I ever seen in a while, or any type of soccer game, to be honest. Because it was Sunday. So, Barcelona, they've been struggling a lot lately. A lot lately. And I'm happy for them that they won this final. And I believe for the rest of the season, man, they're going to be pushing hard. And I'm really proud of them. I don't want to talk about too much about soccer. I don't want to talk about this episode a lot about them. But I really want to mention this because I'm a Barcelona fan and they won the final. So, yeah, I hope everybody doing fantastic. I hope you guys are enjoying this podcast so far. I'm really enjoying this. Something I want to mention, guys. Please share this podcast with your friends, and I hope once you share it with your friends enjoy it, and just to make just to grow. And I have a great feeling that this podcast is gonna be fantastic. A lot of people, they can relate or just gonna love. They're gonna love my storytelling, and I'm really excited and pretty happy for the podcast. It's been so long, in my opinion, that I found something that I can enjoy and stuck with it and having full enjoyment every single time I do it. So I'm in love with this podcast, and I cannot wait just keep uploading, as well as having friends over for as guests, and us talking about our journeys, talking about our high moments, talking about our, sad, just talking about everything with my friends. So I cannot wait. Like I said, guys, share this podcast to your friends, and as well as hit the notification button so every time I upload a video, you guys can know when I'm uploading and hear me as soon as possible. I said I was gonna release an episode on Friday, the last episode, but I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna do a double upload, and I want to talk today. I was really excited yesterday, but I had the problem with the audio, but I decided to do another one today. So I will do a double upload today and Friday to release an episode. So I cannot wait, guys. Oh man, I cannot wait to be Friday so I can do the next episode. So, oh my God, I'm just pretty excited. So I hope you guys love those stories I had to tell you guys. I'm gonna leave it to here, because it's actually gonna be 11 p.m. I'm gotta finish cooking for tomorrow, as well as I gotta get ready to bed soon. So I gotta work tomorrow. So yeah, I hope you guys love this podcast. Sorry, this episode and this podcast. Yeah, at the same time. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. I enjoy it a lot, telling you about me exploring these mansions and exploring Puerto Rico. Voice crack, sorry. But hope you guys enjoy it so much. I will see you guys on Friday. Peace. Take care, guys. Love every single one of you. Bye.